Awesome, Angie, honoring the awesomeness in you. And today we're going to do a 10-minute core training suitable for beginners, intermediate. This will push you to focus on your form. Hand weights are optional. Every move is 30 seconds. We have 5 moves. Do the best you can. And let's go. Make sure you're safe. Weights are completely optional. And actually for the first one, go ahead. Everything's going to be on the floor, on your back, by the way. So we're not up from this position. And let's go. 30 seconds. This is a reverse crunch. It's a very little move. Your hands are the wild card. You don't need them. Actually, try not to use them. Make your abs work. And notice I'm not swinging. It's isolated movement right here in the abs and lift. Almost like you're pushing your heels into the ceiling using your abs. Just a very little move. Okay, this next one, the hand weights are optional. It just gives you a target. You're going to straighten your legs and bring your knees to one hand. Straighten your legs, bring your knees to the other hand. Your head and shoulders are on the floor, by the way. And so let me turn so you can kind of see what I'm doing. So I'm angling. I'm going to this hand, and then I'm going over to this hand. If you can see that. So it's a kind of a twist. By the end of this, you'll get it. Okay, after this, again, weights are optional. I'm going to do it without weights first. You're going to roll up to sitting, straight back, and use your abs to roll all the way down. Roll all the way up. Using your abs, roll every vertebrae on the ground. To make it more difficult, you can bend your legs at the top or bend your legs anytime. Play with those different movements. Okay, now you're going to stay up and you're in goal pose and you're twisting. So it's an isolated abs with a twist. And again, the weights are optional. But make sure you're leaning back slightly to make those abs work. It's very slight. It's a good twist. There you go. Okay, and then your bridge. So you're laying back, feet are on the ground, knees are bent, and you're lifting your hips and you're holding. Your hands are your wild card. Roll your shoulder blades down around your bridge. Your neck is long. Keep the hips high. Hold as long as you can. If you need to take a break, lower down and then bring right back up. But keep the hips up. That is the big trick here, is keeping those hips high. All right, we're back at the top. All right, so reverse crunch. So if it helps you, pull the toes towards your chin. Focus those heels on pushing that ceiling up. Pushing up into that ceiling. And again, it's a little move. Use your abs, not momentum here. Very slight movement. And then if you want to add the hand weights just for placement, you're going to hold your elbows are on the ground, head and shoulders are on the ground. Take those straight legs. Bring those knees to one hand. Extend. Knees to the other hand, extend. So you're crossing over. Make sure your abs are braced so that your lower back is in the floor. If your lower back is coming off the floor, then don't lower your legs so far. Okay. Now we are, again, weights are optional for that roll up. So again, I did the first round without. This one, you can add them if you'd like. You can play with that. And again, if you don't have hand weights, you don't have to have them. But you're rolling every single vertebrae using your abs nice and controlled, not using momentum. All right, go ahead and stay up. Bend your knees, feet down. And you're not using your arms. Your elbows are just kind of tucked. You're working on, this is for your abs, not for your arms. Hips are not moving. Abs are braced as if someone's about to slug you in the gut or you just jumped in some really cold water. Those abs just kind of freeze up. You want that tightness is what you want. Go ahead and lay back. Feet down, knees bent. Weights can be on your hip if you'd like. Again, weights are optional. And you're holding those hips high. Roll the shoulders back and down around your rib cage. Keep the hips up. If you need to take the break, you can drop down. Otherwise, you can keep this up the whole time. If you need to make it more difficult, lift a leg even just a couple, like 1 inch off the floor. Even if it's, I'll come back to that one. Reverse crunch, we're back at the top. These are really slight moves. And what I was about to say on that last one, when we get back to it, even if you just slide a piece of paper underneath, that's better than, you don't have to lift high. It's these really isolated movements, like right here. Push that ceiling out with your feet. Watch out for momentum. All right, so now goalpost arms, head and shoulders are still on the ground. And again, lengthening the legs only as far as you're able to hold that lower back on the floor. So if the lower back is popping off the floor, then you're dropping your legs too far. Your abs aren't strong enough yet. So you can keep your legs up higher and just bend your knees more. So the stronger you are, the straighter your legs are. Does that make sense? All right, so now lay those legs down, arms overhead. 1 vertebrae at a time, roll up using your abs, not your momentum. 1 vertebrae at a time. And again, the weights are optional. You do not need the weights, completely optional. And if you want to play with bent legs, straight leg, you decide what you like better and what pushes you more. Awesome, staying up. Tuck those elbows. Lean back slightly to engage the core as you twist. Your palms are facing you. You're not moving your hips, you're only moving your upper body. And then you pick your pace. Shoulders are backing down. And again, weights are optional. You don't even need them. Completely optional. And then you pick your pace. Excellent. Weights again are optional for our bridge. Feet down, knees bent, hips up and hold. Your trick here is to keep the hips high, squeeze the glutes. Here's that paper again. If you need, get the shoulder blades down first. Make sure your neck is long. If you need a little extra effort, lift a foot so that you can slide a piece of paper underneath. That's as far as you really need to go. And then lift the other one and pretend slide that paper underneath. All right, I think we're on the last round. So you're pushing the ceiling out with your abs, not momentum. And then you pick your pace. If you had the weight, you could hold it up here. Just as something, target practice, right? That weights give your hands something to do is really all that is. So same thing here, lengthen the legs, goalposts. Those weights are really just giving your knees a target. That's really all we're doing here. And again, you decide if you want straight leg. That's a little harder. Bend the leg. Using your abs, your lower back stays on the floor. All right, lengthen the legs, arms overhead, roll up to sitting. Flat back at the top, roll down. Again, weights are optional. Use the abs, not momentum. Nice and controlled. Nice and controlled. Rolling the spine, 1 at a time. 1 vertebrae at a time, I should say. And bend the legs. Tuck the arms, palms towards you. Brace those abs as you twist. And then you pick the pace. Again, the weights are optional, completely optional. They get a good twist. Get ready for your bridge. You're going to lay back. Weights are optional on your hips. Roll the shoulders down around your rib cage. If you want that extra challenge, you're going to lift one foot, put it back down, lift the other. You don't want your hips to move when you do that. So it's just something to play with and practice. Keep the hips up and play with little mini marches. Nice. Good work. You can safely do that every single day. You're worth it. Your future self is already thanking you for the work you're doing. Stay consistent in your exercise. I'm Awesome Angie, honoring the awesomeness in you. AwesomeAngie.com. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. It helps me to know what other content to create for you. And thank you so much for training with me today. Stay active, stay awesome. Bye-bye.